Hey kids, it's Mr. Flowers here, hope you're well, and welcome back to Spain, where it's dawned another incredibly lovely day. Check out the view out the window here, just to see what blue sky and sunshine looks like. Look at that, it's going to be a fantastic day, I think. We're just enjoying a little bit of Brecco, and planning what we're going to do for the day. So what do you fancy doing today, Mrs. Flyer?
Well, I haven't been out on the bike yet, so it would be good to just poodle about locally, get my bike legs back.
Yep. Where should we go?
Somewhere local, beach at Mijas maybe?
Alrighty, beach at Mijas it is then, which is, looking at the maps, not far away, is it? About probably back roads, I don't know, only 20 or 30 miles or something. I think there's a little beach cafe there, isn't there? We can get a spot of lunch.
Yes, that would be good.
And there might be some views on the way. So we'll eat our breakfast, get togged up, and we'll see you on the bikes. Right, so we're just readying the bike, which is quite exciting, because I was going to say it's the first time that Carole's ridden in Spain, but that's not true, is it, Carole? Because, of course, you rode that 125 in Gran Canaria.
Yes, but that was quite a while ago, 2000 and...
I can't remember, it was a while ago. So anyway, what was your thoughts on this ride then?
Absolutely cacking it.
Let's go and see how we get on. Okay, folks, we're out on the bikes. Mrs. Fly is behind me. She's just getting her riding legs in, as it were. So she didn't want to go ahead. I'm just enjoying these cracking views down over the Costa, whatever it is. Costa del Sol, that's it. Thank you, Mrs. Flyer. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just going to go down here, see what happens. So we're heading loosely for Mijas Beach, but I don't exactly know where I'm going. Oh, actually, I've got my sat nav going. Let's go down here a bit further. It's hilarious. Try to navigate, talk, and watch Mrs. Fly at the same time. But what a cracking day for riding, eh? It's I don't actually know what the temperature is, but it feels warm. And as you can see today, absolutely cloudless sky. And this is the 15th of January, folks. Why didn't I do this before? Let's just have a look at my map. Yep, want to do it right here. Now I have got sat-nav instructions going into my ear, so that also confuses the heck out of me when I'm trying to speak, film, ride and watch Mrs. Flyer. But anyway, so I can think of worse things to be doing on a Wednesday lunchtime. We've had a pretty slow start to the day, although you saw us having breakfast earlier. That was probably 2 hours ago. We did a lot of faffage before we actually came out, and we've actually learnt that this time of year in this part of the world, it doesn't sort of warm up nicely until about midday, and then it's pleasantly warm until about 5ish, and at the moment it gets dark about 6:30, and then it gets quite cool again. But of course it's dry, it's sunny, we're looking at blue sky. What more do you want? Just checking for Mrs. Fly behind me. Yep, she's still there. The other slight issue this time of year, of course, it being off season as it were, is that not every restaurant and cafe is open, so the one that we got in mind, which is down on the beach, may well be closed, but I'm just kind of hoping there'll be other options there that are open. We'll find out. So at the moment we're thinking lunch by the sea, but that may turn out not to be the case. Anyway, stay tuned and we'll find out together. So today we're just going via the back roads to avoid the motorways and main roads again, just while we're getting our riding legs in. So we're basically tracking through this residential area. And I say there are some absolutely cracking villas here. Look at that one up there. We have been looking in a few estate agents' windows, as inevitably you can't help doing when you come to these places. And a villa like that one at the top there, you're looking at about €3.5 million. If you're a golfist, there are so many golf courses around here as well. You could bring your bike and your golf clubs and you could have an absolutely cracking winter time, just indulging in your passions. Unfortunately, I'm not a golfist, but I'm quite happy just to ride my bike every day. Needless to say, the Costa del Sol area of Spain is the expensive bit, but you can see why. Fantastic situation. Right, we've just taken a quick stop because there's some absolutely cracking views, and it's been a while since I've ridden in Spain and actually appreciated these. It's such a beautiful day and clear. We're going to have a look at the view in a minute, but just check out how lovely these bikes look in the sunshine. Look at that. They absolutely gleam, don't they? A pair of quackers Fantastic. Alrighty, Carol's over here enjoying the view. So what are we looking at here then, Carole?
Well, we're looking towards various golf courses down there.
Yep.
I can see a bit, yeah, there's a little buggy driving up there, La Cala Golf Club. And then as we go round to the right, over there, I don't think we can quite see it, is Mijas, the town that's set back from the beach. I've never been there, actually. I've never been to this particular bit of Spain to do anything just like this.
Good.
Right.
All right, well, jump back on the bikes then.
Yep.
Lunchtime is calling me. So I'd forgotten how gorgeous this bike looks, actually. I mean, I've always loved the looks of the Z900 RS, and the 650 RS for that matter, that Carole's on. We're just parked up back there in the sunshine. They looked absolutely stunning, so took a couple of photographs, which maybe we can use for thumbnail purposes. Absolutely lovely views up there. And it looks like there's going to be some lovely views as we head back down the mountain towards the beach, where Google Maps is telling me the restaurant may indeed be closed that we had in mind. So, let's hope we find some lunch, because I'm starting to get a bit peckish. Check this out, folks. This is what winter riding's about, isn't it? Just had to turn the camera on here as I come down this hill, because the bike is burbling away on the overrun here. Look, I'm just coming down in second gear. Can you hear that exhaust? It sounds absolutely fantastic. How childish am I? Ah, stop now, bother. Oh, there we go. Cooler. Alright, we've dropped down off the mountain now, just going underneath the motorway. And we have seen some signs to Cala de Mijas now, so that's good. A little bit more busy road for Carole to try out. But beautifully grippy on this lovely, warm, dry tarmac. Gosh, it's such a treat, I can't tell you. And it's not lost on us how fortunate we are to be able to do this. Because at home it was just very difficult just to get out on the bike. Every time you get out on the bike you have to clean it, salt on the roads, that kind of caper. No such problem here. Right, here we are then. We've made it to the, I suppose, town of Cala de Mijas, which I thought meant Mijas Beach, when in fact it probably does. Still got the Christmas decks up on the roundabout here. We're sort of going straight over, Carole, on this one. Sort of. It's looking rather lovely down here, it has to be said. Carole's still behind me, doing well. A bit complicated around here, we're not used to riding on this side of the road and all the traffic, etc. Okay, we're going to go straight over this roundabout, and then we're going to find somewhere to park up, hopefully. Get ourselves some lunch. Oh, look on the right, the obligatory Irish pub. Really good Dave would feel at home. Right, act normal, Carole, the police are about. Act normal, act normal. They're distracted, we're good. After you, madam. Well, this is fun. Right, we'll find somewhere to park up. Speak to you in a moment. Alright, so as it happens, we just pulled round the corner and there's a motorcycle parking spot. And there were two spots just there. So we managed to get them in there, look. And then the other incredible thing is this here is the very restaurant we're aiming for. I don't know whether it's open or not, but we're right by the beach, so we'll go and check that out first. Oh, just before we disappear to the beach as well, I noticed that there's a bike over there that's got a what's it lock on the brake. So we have just put some locks on our bikes, just in case. I'm not sure whether that's necessary or not. And just talking about the bike over here with the lock on it, look at this thing. I've no idea what it is. It says GS Adventure on the back, but it's some brand I never heard of. Motor Hispania. It looks like a Chinese 125 adventure bike. Not seen one of those before. Loving the stickers. Wishful thinking on the rider's part, I think. Right, ready for some lunch, Carole?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think we're in luck, Carole. It looks like that is open. Oh, look at that beach, eh?
Yay!
That's not bad for January, is it? Oh, look, there's some beach seats over there as well.
Take me to the beach and I'll completely forget about motorbikes. You know what I'm like?
Are you going to go for a swim, though? That's the question.
Well, I haven't got any kit with me, and no cheeky answers about I don't need kit. Of course I need kit. I might do. but not today.
Fair enough. I certainly won't be going in there. But, what a lovely spot. Might have to take a few snaps. Look at this, it's lovely. So we've lucked out, and the restaurant we're aiming for is actually open, and just check out this view here on the beach. Not too shabby, is it? We've got a little shady table actually, which is quite nice. Anyway, Carole, how did you find that riding?
Okay, I was a bit unnerved because I haven't ridden since the 1st of December and it's the 15th of January today. I'm a novice rider, and you know, you need to be a regular rider, lots of practice, so I felt a bit,
How did you find riding on the right?
I'm trying to just do it and not overthink it.
And the traffic?
Well, it was fine as we set off, a bit busier in town, but it was okay. It was okay. If it was rammed, it would be quite difficult.
Yeah. So one step at a time, but so far so good.
One step at a time.
And what's not to like here? I mean, this looks
beautiful.
like a fab restaurant. I've got.
Leave me by the sea all day. You can take my bike back.
I'll tell you what, Jeff and Dan would love this. What have you ordered? You've gone for something healthy, haven't you?
Yeah, a salmon salad bowl.
Poke bowl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds fancy. And I went for a club sandwich, so we'll see what they look like. Club sandwich has arrived, looks nice. Slightly smaller than I imagined, and Carole's is looking very tartar, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
How's that going to work? All right?
Yeah, fine.
Excellent. Bon appetit. So that was a successful little lunch stop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Jolly good. We'll go back there at some point.
Yeah.
Turns out they do a full English breakfast as well, if you're that way inclined. But
No.
We'll see. Anyway, we're going to have a little wander along the beach, then back to the bikes. Alrighty, back on the bikes then, ready to roll Mrs. F. Looking good with the old visor down, liking that. Let's fire this up. Okay, we got me Ayochi going, and it's right and right. Okay. There. Follow me. As is often the case, slightly different way out, because it's a bit of a one-way situation around here. That was a great little stop and a great sort of first ride out. We're going to head back basically the way we came in, because there are some great views coming back down that road, so show you those when we get there. These old villas here look absolutely cracking. These look somewhat more authentic than the big modern villas we're seeing up on the hills. I think I'll take the modern ones actually. Enjoying a few drinks there. Sadly we can't do that with the bikes. Tell you what, I'm glad I've got the sat nav. This would be a bit complicated without it. Oh, nice little street there with some bars in. Yeah, nice little place. Caladamihas. Oh, there's a bus coming, Carole, so quick. Bizarre road layout here. Haven't quite got my head round it yet. Does sort of make sense. So a couple of supermarkets just here. There's an Aldi on the right, which is quite handy, and a Carrefour on the left. And we've been having a debate about how you pronounce Carrefour, because somebody yesterday who seemed like they knew what they're talking about called it something like Carrefour. And we thought, have we been saying it wrong all these years? But of course it is a French supermarket. I looked it up. I asked Google how do you pronounce it, and they said Carrefour. So that's what I'm going with. Let me know if you're French and you know different. We do like a Carrefour, and we go there quite often. Right, back to the mountains. Alright, so we made it back up into the mountains now. Absolutely stunning views here on our ride back to our pad. And as we go down the hill on the other side, there are some absolutely cracking views. So hopefully I can show you some of those as we go down there. Alright folks, we're making good progress. We're almost back. We just cut to the little town of, I can't remember what it's called, Marrera or something, something beginning with M. And then this is where we top out on the mountain. And then we get some cracking views on the way back. So looking forward to these. And that'll be our first little ride out with Carole. Just a simple little local ride, really. As I say, to get the feel of the bike and what it's like riding on the wrong side of the road. If you're not used to riding on the right, it can be a bit strange. Just things like road markings and that in other countries now. That's what I mean by the views. Look at this, absolutely stunning. Yeah, things like road markings and stuff take a bit of getting used to. Once you do get used to them, they seem entirely logical. Interesting sort of striations on the tarmac here, which I assume are there because we're quite high, and potentially, I don't know if it ever gets ice up here. Maybe not actually, because it's the middle of winter now and it's a long way from being icy. I wonder whether they were to do with melting ice and runoff water, but I think it just might be the finish on the concrete. Lovely and grippy, these roads. Oh look, I got my first white van of Spain. Fantastic. All is well with the world. Just as I swing around this corner, see if you can see Gibraltar over there. Let's see if we can get a view. I can't quite see it. It's just round to the right a little bit on the horizon. You can see the Rock of Gibraltar. I wonder if there's a bend here that will allow me to show you. Hope so, because it's so clear today. It's just a beautiful day for riding. Oh, here we go. Right, let's have a look around this bend. The white van doesn't do its thing and block our view. There we go, on the horizon there, look at that, the Rock of Gibraltar. I don't know if you can see it through the wide angle lens on the camera, but very clear to the naked eye. A bit of blighty. Good stuff. Alright folks, we're nearly back to our pad. That's it for this first ride out. Hope you enjoyed that. And do stay tuned for more videos from Spain soon. Plus some others from Blighty, of course. Alright, look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, this has been the Mr. Flyer. Cheerio.